Hey, this is Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle from Impact Wrestling, and you're listening to the Michael and Dando Show right now. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
And now we are joined on the line by one of, if not the greatest professional wrestler in the world today. He's an Olympic gold medalist, and he's also the only wrestler in history to be a Triple Crown winner in both WWE and TNA. He's the current TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and in just 9 days, he will defend the title against number one contender Bobby Roode at TNA's biggest show of the year, Bound for Glory. I'm of course talking about the one and the only Kurt Angle. Kurt, how's things?
I am doing fantastic. I am in such good shape. I lost 30 pounds. I'm getting ready for Bobby Roode at Bound for Glory. I am also training very, 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 very hard for the 2012 Olympics. I got my weight down to 215 pounds, so if I look skinny, it's because I have to make weight for the Olympics.
How's the training going for you, man?
To be honest with you, extremely well. I haven't wrestled in 15 and a half years, and when I started training in the last 6 months, it was like getting on a bike and riding again. My technique is great, thank God. I have a chance of making the team, and I have a chance of medaling. I might not win a gold, but I'll win a silver or a bronze. That'll be good enough for me, but it's something I've always wanted to do. I tried to do it in 2004. I broke my neck. 2008, I was going through a divorce. I couldn't do it. 2012, thank God I found a beautiful fiance, and I got a new baby, and everything was going great, thank God. So I decided at the age of 43 next year to try out for the Olympic team and win a medal for my country.
So it's something that you've always wanted to do. Now, you don't have anything to prove. I mean, you're Kurt Angle. What's the motivation behind it?
No, but you know what? I was thrown into MMA.
Yep.
And Dana White has made crazy statements about me from UFC. I went to IFL. I went to Pro Elite XC. I went to UFC. I got offered millions and millions of dollars. Whether they want to admit it or not, the thing is, they wanted me to be ready in a couple of weeks. It was ludicrous. It was crazy. I wanted 3 to 6 months to train. And because I could not make it on their terms, I decided, you know what, I'll do something even better, even harder. I will train for the Olympics and try to make the Olympic team, God willing, and win an Olympic gold medal or silver or bronze medal, God willing, without anybody's terms. That has nothing to do with money. I mean, a little bit of money because the Olympic Committee gives you money, but not the millions of dollars that Dana White was offering me. I just wanted to do something that I knew I could do that is on my terms because I know when the tryouts are and I know when the Olympics are, instead of having somebody say, hey, I want you ready in 3 weeks. That's crazy. MMA company asked me to be ready in 3 weeks. That's just stupid. I decided, you know what, I'm not going MMA. I'll do something even harder. Guys like Randy Couture and Dan Henderson, who have had so much huge success in MMA, but never medaled in the Olympics, and they were Olympians. The Olympics is harder than MMA, so I decided I would do that instead. And also wrestle for Impact Wrestling. So I have a lot of movies coming out. I don't know if you know that, but I have a lot of movies coming out.
Yeah, you were in a movie recently called Warrior, yeah?
So I did Dylan Dog, Warrior, Beyond the Mat. Now, God willing, I am going to co-star in a movie. I pray to God I get it. I'm one out of 2 guys, and I believe they're going to probably, thank God, pick me one shot with Tom Cruise. So
wow, that's
to get my movie career off the ground. But when I'm doing the movie, I found training facilities where I can train while I'm doing the movie, so I can train for the Olympics. Sometimes I I tend to do too many things at one time. Training for the Olympics, wrestling for Impact Wrestling, Angle Food Company that I own. I have 3 kids. I have, a fiance. I mean, I really make sure that I stay busy, and sometimes that's not a good thing.
Do you think you're going to have any doubters in your London campaign because of your professional wrestling background?
Yeah, you know what I said to my training partner? God bless him. He's a great guy. He's a bull. He's awesome. People say, Kurt Angle, you're too old. You haven't wrestled in 15 and a half years. Well, I can tell you this, thank God. When I started training, it was like getting on a bicycle again. It wasn't that hard. My technique came back. What I had to work on is my conditioning, my strength, but my wrestling is great. I expect to do very, very, very well at the trials.
Yeah, no, it would be great to see Kurt Angle at the 2012 Olympics, and I think, honestly, you'd got a lot of wrestling fans and things like that, and the Olympics haven't been doing too well of late, so, you could be the injection the Olympics need.
I hope to God, I pray to God I am, because our USA team has not been able to. We've only won a couple of medals in the last 8 years in wrestling, and we're supposed to be one of the top countries in the world. But I know how to win. The thing is, between me and all the other wrestlers, I have a game plan. I know how to win, thank God. I used that when I won in the Olympics in 1996 and the World Championships in 1995. A lot of these guys just go out there and wrestle. They don't have a game plan. I have a game plan. I know how to win. And I'm going to use that game plan and know how to win against my competitors. And, the thing is, you have to have a game plan all the time, no matter what sport you're in. Whether it's baseball, football, basketball, hockey, wrestling, Taekwondo, MMA, you have to have a game plan. And a lot of guys don't. They just go out there and think, okay, whatever happens, happens. You have to have a plan, and I have a plan, thank God.
Getting back to TNA, what were your thoughts when you found out you'd be working with Bobby at Bound for Glory?
Oh my gosh, I believe, God willing, I really do I believe this. I really do honestly believe this. I believe that match, okay, it's not going to go less than 30 minutes because Bobby Roode is one of the most talented wrestlers I have ever seen. I put him up there with Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit. Okay, now he's using the crippler crossface just like Chris Benoit. Now, you guys probably don't remember the 2003 Royal Rumble submission match between me and Chris Benoit. That's the kind of match you're going to see with me and Robert Roode. Him and I have not talked at all, completely at all. But I know in my heart and soul that we're going to have a 30 to 40 minute knockdown, drag-out match. Whether I win or he wins is remain to be seen. The writers, the creators, they don't know. I believe that I should win, but he should be known as the upcoming and next superstar, and James Storm, his partner, the same. But you never know what happens. But I can tell you this. Robert Roode is one of the most talented wrestlers in TNA or in wrestling, period. So I'm very happy and excited to be able to, lock horns with him and have a great match. I believe we're going to have the match of the night, if not match of the year.
Bobby has said that he expects this to be the match of his career purely just because it's against you. So how do you feel to be so highly regarded by your peers?
You know what? I don't like it. I don't like Bobby saying, hey, you're the greatest ever. God bless you. I think you're the best. And it's an honor to get in the ring with you. I'd rather him say, you know what? It's my time. I don't need to respect you, even though you are one of the greatest ever. thank God. But, I don't need to respect you because I'm ready for you. Bobby has been saying, Kurt Angle is the greatest wrestler of all time. It's an honor to get in the ring with him. I wish he would grow some balls and say, you know what, I'm ready to beat him. Because that's how good Bobby Roode is. And I hate to say it, but he really is that good. And my job the next 3 years, I just signed a 3-year contract. After that, thank God, I am done with wrestling. I will retire. My job is to make these young talent into superstars. So Bobby Roode needs to wake up, smell the coffee, and realize I ain't going to make it easy for him. He's going to have to earn it, thank God. But I am not going to be his favorite match of all time because he has respect for me. I will be his favorite match of all time because him and I are going to go at it and make it into the greatest match of all time. Just like Shawn Michaels and I at WrestleMania 21, just like Chris Benoit and I at
Royal Rumble
2003. You know what? He has so much talent, he doesn't even know it. He thinks he's just a young guy that doesn't have that is trying to make his mark in the business when he is really better than he thinks he is. And you know what? If he doesn't think he's that good, then good. I'll whoop his ass. You know what? He is better than he thinks he is.
Great. No. And it's a match I think everyone's really excited for, and that's been the really great selling point about the Bound for Glory series. I mean, it's just such a build for it, and everyone's really excited to see it. How do you think you're going to go sharing that main event spotlight with the Hogan-Sting match?
Okay. How many times have you seen Hogan and Sting?
A bajillion.
Dozens.
What? Maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 times?
Too many times.
Yeah, it's a lot.
How about Hogan and Sting when Hogan and Sting can't move the way they used to? Or would you rather watch Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode, both in their prime? They have big name notoriety, and I respect Hulk Hogan and Sting. But me and Bobby Roode are the match of the night. There's nobody that's going to beat us out. They might as well forget it.
Just stay home that night, you reckon?
I'm sorry?
Do you reckon they should just stay home? You and Bobby will just take the show over?
Oh, we're going to steal the show.
No, I'm really
excited. That Hulk Hogan and Sting are going to go longer than 10 minutes. I mean, one's 60 years old, the other is 54. Now, not that they can't go, but you know what? God bless him, Hulk Hogan, he's had problems with his body for like 10 years. But the real main event is Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode. And I have the utmost respect for Hulk Hogan and Sting, but they're not the same as they were. But you know what? If it will bring in more viewers, then I'm happy, thank God. But you know what? The match of the night will be Robert Roode versus Kurt Angle.
Definitely looking forward to that one.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, definitely. What are your thoughts on Hogan and Bischoff re-signing? Obviously, you've just re-signed for 3 years. They're now re-signing. What are your thoughts on that?
What? They re-signed? Son of a bitch. All right, that was a joke because I love Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
I believe that we all need to come together. And I have Hulk here. I have Eric Bischoff here. If I don't, I'll beat the shit out of him. But we need to show that we have younger talent that are ready to take charge, and we need to bow out. Hulk Hogan needs to bow out of TV. Eric Bischoff needs to bow out of TV. I need to bow out in the next 3 years, and we need to make this company as strong as it can possibly be by having the younger talent come in. I believe WWE has done a tremendous job with what they've done, But although John Cena is still their top guy, I have no idea why. And don't put me. I don't want to put him down. God bless him. But he's not that good in the ring. But he's a good talker. Robert Roode is 10 times better than John Cena.
Well, you said you're still in your prime now. We've all heard the story of you having a backstage amateur wrestling match with Brock Lesnar back in '03. And those who saw the fight say that you were the clear winner. So
I whooped his ass, and everybody says, well, did you or didn't you? I whooped his ass. And not only that, but I was 95 pounds lighter than Brock Lesnar. Whether he admits it or not, I whooped his ass.
All right, well, thanks for that, Kurt. So we're going to wrap things up. So don't forget to order TNA Bound for Glory. It airs live on Monday, October 17th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Foxtel and All-Star Main Event. Not only will you see Hulk Hogan in his first pay-per-view match in over 5 years when he takes on the Icon Sting, but you'll see Kurt Angle defend his TNA World Heavyweight title against Bobby Roode, as well as many other exciting matches.
And let me say one final thing.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan versus Sting is going to be huge. I'm glad they're doing it. And I think they'll do very well. But me and Robert Roode will steal the show.
Definitely. I can't wait to see it, Kurt. Bound for Glory series, I think, has been a huge success. And, it all culminates on Monday, October the 17th. So it's, very exciting for everyone.
Cool.
Thanks heaps for that, Kurt.
Yeah.
You have a good day, mate.
Have a great night and kick Robert Roode's ass.
Thank you. I will. Don't worry.
We look forward to seeing it.
All right, guys. Thanks.
See you later, man.